Hey kittens, it is Sugar, so I'm here to do another video. I couldn't think of what to do, so I decided, because I'm wearing my Star Wars dress, that I should do something nerdy themed. So, courtesy of Pretty Brown and Nerdy, I am doing the nerd tag. So here we go. Kirk or Picard? I'm a Picard girl. I like Kirk, but Picard was my first. Warrior, thief, or wizard? I usually play wizard. I like magic users. I wonder why. Favorite subject in school? English for the most part, like all through grade school, through high school. Like that was the one that was consistently my favorite. I had other classes that I enjoyed at different times of my life, but consistently English was always my favorite. What would your Patronus be? A lion. If I get to choose what my Patronus is going to be, I would choose lion. Your favorite superhero? Does Catwoman count as a superhero? In my book, she's my superhero. So I'm going to say Catwoman. Always Catwoman. Always Catwoman. Always. For life. Always. Julie Newmar, you just ruined me. You just ruined me. Star Trek or Star Wars? Despite the dress, I am more of a Star Trek girl. Sorry. I got into Star Trek when I was a child, and I really wasn't introduced to Star Wars until I was older, and the impression was already made. Marvel or DC? That's hard. So I'm gonna say DC because of Catwoman, and I really like Batman, and I like the edgier Batmans, but I really like a lot of the stuff that DC is doing currently, and I like a lot of the direction that they're going in, so it's really hard. Versus I like old DC and new Marvel. I think that's probably the good way to put it. Old DC and new Marvel. I don't like the direction that DC is going in right now. They're too, I don't know, uninspired, I guess. In what unsports related way do you keep in shape? I dance, I spin poi, we go hiking and walking. That's Rocky and I have a lot of sex. I'm getting a lot more unedited on this channel because the fucks I give. I'm not trying to do this to get famous. I'm just doing this because it's fun. So, sexercise. That will be one. We'll make that one. What is your dream career choice? Performing and dancing. Oh, I love it. And it is a career for me. It's not completely paying all of my bills all of the time because it's very expensive to do, and it has a lot of upfront costs, but it has in the past, and it will so in the future. It's even more so every day. It's getting bigger and better and more awesome. What is your favorite video game? I just played Link into the Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I almost said Into the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I really liked that. I don't own a Switch or the game. I was playing at somebody else's house. I don't play a lot of video games. I did marathon Kingdom Hearts for a really long time. What else have I played? Champions, Return to Arms. What is that game? It's like Risk, but you're in Asia. You fight and kill things. I don't know. Those are the games that I played. I'm not a hard gamer. I'm sorry, guys. I like and enjoy playing video games, especially with friends when it's more of like a group effort and we're all kind of hanging out. However, I don't have a lot of time for video games. So, your favorite author? Currently, it's Neil Gaiman. It's been Anne Rice and Laurel K. Hamilton in the past. But Neil Gaiman has definitely stolen that spot in my heart. Favorite indie band? Clorpacani? Oh jeez, I love European folk metal. Just love it. Wardruna. I listen to Nile actually a lot, Malakesh. Would those be, they're metal bands. I'm assuming most metal is indie. These are probably bands most of you have never even heard of. The nerdiest thing about yourself. I used to read a book a day, like a 500-page book in a day. I don't have time for that anymore. But I do really, really love reading. I really like sci-fi. I just marathoned all of the Star Trek original series because I hadn't watched them in order. I'd only watched them in reruns and I wanted to watch them in order. And I've also been watching the 1975 Battlestar Galactica. I'm only on like episode 3 or 4 because again, I just don't have a lot of time. It takes me like a year to go through a series. Let's see, nerdiest movie in your collection. That's hard because like I have La Cage aux Folles, which is the French version of Birdcage, which is a musical. Pan's Labyrinth, which is a Spanish movie, Portuguese, European fantasy movie, which is amazing, by the way, amazing. I've got a couple of Neil Gaiman indie movies like Mirror Mask. Oh, Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep. I don't actually own it, but it's on my to own list, and that's gonna be the nerdiest thing I own, Bubba Hotep. It's from the guy that made Army of Darkness, and it's Elvis. It's an Elvis mummy monster movie. It's so redonkulously bad. It's amazing. Or Versus. I do own Versus. Versus is a B-grade Japanese horror film with zombies. That one's really bad and amazing, and probably one of the nerdiest movies I own. Biggest nerd role model. Amanda Palmer, would she be a nerd? She's a rock star. Is that nerdy? My friend Ashana Aurora Knight, she's a pretty nerdy role model of mine. She's an author and an artist and a musician. What fictional character did you fantasize about as a kid? In what way? I totally had a crush on Wesley Crusher when he was a kid before he got like assholey in the later episodes. Because I was like the same age as him or like 1 or 2 years younger than him, and I still really like Will Wheaton. I had a huge crush on Worf once I got older, especially Deep Space Nine. I was a young teenager when Deep Space Nine was on, and the whole Worf Jadzia Dax thing was like, oh yeah, that was hot. I even have trill spots. Yeah. They're cheetah spots or trill spots. Sometimes they're trill spots, sometimes they're cheetah spots. It depends on who I'm talking to and how strong their nerd is. I like them for both reasons, whether they're cheetah spots or trill spots. They don't go all the way down, but maybe one day. Jock friends or foes? I've always been very athletic, but not sporty. So I was always like, I did swimming, I did dance, I did martial arts. So a lot of like solo sports versus team sports. Both. I was a cheerleader. I'm gonna lose lots of nerd cred. I was a cheerleader in high school. I had a lot of friends that were both. Old school bit games or modern 3D graphics? Oh, that depends. Like some of those old school 8-bit, 24-bit games were really challenging and good, and I like the new graphics. They're really pretty, but for me it's more about the storyline and the gameplay and how enjoyable the overall experience is versus how pretty it is. But sometimes being pretty really makes it important too. So depends on the game. Nerdiest pickup line. It'd have to be something to do with Vader. The Force is with you. Yeah. That would be pretty nerdy, and it would kind of work. Like, the Force is with you. Yeah. Do you have a random useless talent? What is it? I don't know. Oh, I missed a thing. The nerdiest article of clothing you've ever owned. I have costumes and cosplay, and that's hard. I don't know either one of those. Article of clothing or random useless talent. Maybe this dress, because it's a Star Wars dress and it's got panels from the original like graphic novel comic book, so it's pretty damn nerdy, but it's like nerdy awesome, not nerdy. And useless talent. I can do this. I don't know if that's useless though. I mean, it can be used sometimes. I'm on fire today. Nerds make me hot. Do you read the book before seeing the movie? Depends. I've got no problems reading the book and then seeing the movie, or seeing the movie and then going back and reading the book. Sometimes it does suck when the book is amazing and the movie is horrible. Like, that kind of makes me cry a little on the inside, not gonna lie. However, sometimes they remake it. Like, if there's enough of an outcry, they'll remake it and make a better version. Yeah, it really depends. Now, if it's a book that I've already read or that I'm really interested in and I know the movie is coming out, I will try to read the book first, just so that I can be more excited and in tune for that movie. But sometimes I'll catch the movie and be like, oh, that was based off a book? Okay. And then if I really liked the movie, I'll go back and check out the book. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I used to say the power of being invisible at will. I don't know though. I'm kind of over that one now. Telekinesis would be useful. I need to change the channel. The remote is over there. I'm lazy. Bzz. You know, that would be useful. I don't really know. I've got to think on that one, because it used to be invisibility, being invisible at will. But now, no, I'm not so sure. See, I would want to have like, I would want to be more like a wizard where I'd have like magic, like multiple powers, not just one. Because, you know, I'm greedy. But, I mean, like, Superman's got more than one, right? So why does it have to be one? Maybe the ability to control time. That would be awesome. If I could, like, control it without, like, it being, like, jacked up or, you know, some horrible side effect or something like that. Like, do you remember that 80s sitcom show where the girl was, like, half alien and she could just, like, bzz, time and then, like, take a nap or, like, park her car or just whatever. I can't remember that name of that show, and, like, her dad talked to her through, like, the, like, glowing lamp thing in her room because he was an alien. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what that show was. I used to love that show. But if I could control time like that, that's what I would do. Yep, and that's all of it. So that is my nerdy tag question. Feel free to tag yourself. Feel free to do these questions, answer these things. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you don't want to do the tag. Leave your answers in the comments. I'd love to see that. I love interacting with people. All right, I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. It helps me out. Thank you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.